President Truman on April 19, 1951, General Douglas MacArthur addressed a joint session of the Congress.
Efforts have been made to distort my position. It has been said in effect that I was a warmonger. Nothing could be further from the truth. You cannot appease or otherwise surrender to communism in Asia without simultaneously undermining our efforts to halt its advance in Europe. The world has turned over many times since I took the oath on the plain at West Point, and the hopes and dreams have long since vanished. But I still remember the refrain of one of the most popular barrack ballads of that day. And like the old soldier of that ballad, I now close my military career and just fade away.
All right, so today we're going to talk about cancer. Now, I'd like to immediately preface by saying that I don't have cancer. None of my friends, family, loved ones, or anyone in my immediate circle have cancer. I have spent a lot of time intentionally and diligently crafting the thumbnail as well as the title to try to dispel any misconceptions of this. And I personally think it'd be extremely distasteful to leverage something that's associated with pain and there's so much emotions around it for views and clicks. But just in case that my communication sort of faltered there between me and the audience, I'd like to immediately start off the video by dispelling any misconceptions. That is not the purpose of this video. The reason why I've titled the video as Cancer is because I wanted to talk about the parallels of what I've learned about cancer and how it relates to how I want to live my life and the journey of this YouTube channel. So as a medical student, you learn a lot about cancer. Cancer shows up in every organ system and it shows up within the communications between organ systems. Now, I'm not going to go over a comprehensive this is cancer, but in general, you have growth in response to an environmental or a genetic or oftentimes a combination of the two factor or stressor, and then that leads to uncontrolled growth. That growth typically stays localized, but eventually can sort of break away through the confines that it's housed in and do this thing called metastasizing, going into other organ areas. I think this is such an extremely important topic because right now I think that I am noticing, and I think a lot of us can perhaps mirror the sentiment or reflect on this sentiment. There's a lot of cancer out there in the world right now, and I'm not talking about the actual cancer rates. I'm talking about AI, I'm talking about social media, politics. There are a lot of areas that seem to have these uncontrolled pockets of growth. The gravity of capitalism just endorsing growth. And I think some people might view it as a very stupid thing to not capitalize on this growth. But for me, I don't want to contribute to this. I don't want to contribute to the cancer. You see, I feel like anything that is supplied to nutrients or resources, anything that is vascularized, so to speak, can develop into a cancer. And one of the things in my life that was receiving resources and nutrients was my YouTube channel. For whatever reason, I started getting unprecedented growth on my channel. I don't know if the algorithm was pushing or peddling this material out. I don't know if it was the consistency or the ideas or my wickedly cool hair. But for whatever reason, my channel started being more recognized. I was getting more engagement, more likes, more views, and I was experiencing an upward trend. And upon recognizing that upward trend, I could feel that momentum carrying me towards another video, another idea, another sponsorship or collaboration, another something to just keep this and ride that wave. And in the midst of all that commotion, I decided to stop posting. This wasn't a self-righteous thing. This wasn't a holier than thou type of thing. It was just me recognizing what the purpose of the channel was. This channel is not to contribute to the cancer that I'm witnessing on the interwebs and in life. I don't need more views. I don't need more growth. I don't need more income. Would all of those be great? Yes, but if at any point the definition of this channel becomes confused for more of the aforementioned things, I've lost the plot. The purpose of this channel has and always will be, unless if I change it, of course, to reflect on myself, to journal and document my pathway, my journey, my progress to becoming a pediatric cardiac surgeon, to helping people. I'm hoping that I can learn a lot about myself, and in some ways, I'm hoping that some people can resonate with what I say and find some catharsis or learn or debate and disagree with. That is the purpose of this channel. I think in a day and an age where we are constantly bombarded with this concept of growth, where everything is saturated with protein for whatever reason, everything has to be a side hustle, everything has to be sponsored or endorsed, or there's 5 different things, 5 sources of passive income, and etc. I think this is a world that is sorely lacking questions, good questions, questions of, should I? What is the purpose of this? Do I really need to? What is considered calorie burning and what is considered effective, productive movement? I stopped posting on this channel because regardless of whether I felt like my message was being diluted or not, I thought it'd be a good exercise of discipline to make sure that I am keeping the main picture in focus. And I know just by how the algorithm is played out, and I can get the pattern recognition. I see when the videos lose attention, and I can add an edit or a cut here and there to incentivize my audience to stick around a little longer. But in this day and age, and in any day and age, I don't want to disrespect my audience's intelligence and leverage your dopamine to once again gain nothing and lose everything. I want to avoid the cancer, and I want to be meaningful. I want to provide my service that I think I should provide. So yes, I know that I'm going to lose a decent amount of subscribers after posting this video. I haven't posted in a while, and the concept in this format is going to be pretty dry for a lot of you. There's not going to be that many flashy cuts aside from this one. But I could fall asleep, go to bed, and have a really good night's rest, knowing that I posted this video and didn't lose myself in all of the commotion. For those of you who are deciding to stick around after posting this video and after my long hiatus, I appreciate you. For those of you who are intentionally unsubscribing because you don't agree with my message, I also appreciate you. But I guess, as with always, I like to end off with a question, which is this: do you feel like there's a certain area of your life right now that is potentially growing cancerous? If so, what are you doing to push back? What are you doing to checkpoint and self-regulate? Do you have friends and family and support systems that are telling you, hey, why don't you hold off a bit? You're losing yourself. Or are you able to weather that storm and look at yourself? I am excited and interested to hear what you all have to say. And I will see you all in the next one. Peace.